What's good? It's your boy Fannon. What's good, man? What's going on, General Squirrels? Let's get it. Hope you well this morning. Hope you're well. So yeah, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I got a video coming back after this. After we get done with this talk, I'm gonna release a video that I did earlier this morning. Uh, and man, Eddie Hearn trying to sabotage this fight, man. All he can do to try to stay in control of this heavyweight division, man. And you know how it goes, man. The harder you try to hold sand, man, the more it's gonna come flying through your fingers. Absolutely ridiculous, still claiming that he doesn't think this fight's gonna happen, trying to muddy the water. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Trying to do the exact same thing that Bob Arum did to Manny Pacquiao when he was trying to face Lucas Matisse. Just spreading rumors, and he hears this, he hears that. The fight's not going to happen. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to dampen interest in the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight, putting up these false uh, goals, thresholds, rather. I guess threshold is the better way to do it, better way to say it. Thresholds for the fight. If it does 1 million, then it's a 50-50 fight. Craziness, man. I'm sick of this dude, man. So anyway, I did a video. Oh, by the way, I just got a bunch of all the what's up this morning, so I'll start going through that. I don't know why it was delayed, but let me go. Say, what's good, General Squirrels? What's blazing in sports, my man? What's good? Nino Brown Boxing, Hustler Slim, what's happening? Patrick Pinashot, Capadonna 24, what's happening? Mark Blake, Shark Skin, That 7, what's good? Demetric Cowan, as always. Lawrence RBE, as always, it's good to see you. Daryl Zapata, welcome to the channel. What's good, my dog? I'm chilling. What's good with you? Shamboy's ID in the house. That's what's good. Man, Benjamin Nelson, what's happening? Mr. J Dub 20 Tech TX, what's good? I'm chilling, man. I'm having a good morning. Having a good morning, man. What's blazing in sports? Come on and hit that like button. Yes, sir. We got 64 people in the building. Let's try to get the likes up. Hey, come on, man. Give me my dislikes too. Because I'm dogging Eddie Hearn today, man. That dude is back. It's a roach, man. That dude is a roach. Man, dude, I be trying to talk about other things, man. But then this dude will say something, because I hadn't really tried to quote Eddie Hearn in a while because I'm sick of listening to the dude. Like, I don't want to hear his mouth. But God, dog, man, we can't let this dude keep doing this, man, to American fighters. Not just to anybody, man, because people got to know that shit don't work. What's good, too? Robinson, what's good, man? Jeff, the producer, I'm chilling. What's good with you? Mitchell Moore, I'm going backwards now. Mitchell Moore, what's good, man? Daryl Zapata, he said, Che. Is that Chow? Che? Whatever it is, man. I hope he means we cool. What's good, man? Noyada Lamage, please let me know if I pronounce your name right, man. Give me a pronunciation on it, and I'm sure I'll get it right. What's good, man? Rory Tabori and that idiot on IFL TV giving him his mouthpiece. Yay, man. That dude is trying to make $1, man. He talks on both sides, though. From what I can see, man. It is what it is. He is letting the dude's mouth roll. But yeah, man, this dude is ridiculous. True Speaker, what's good, man? Black Sports Northwest, what's going on? Julio Paleo said good morning, Fanah, from San Bernardino, California. What's going on out there, man, in California with the good weather? You guys got that perfect weather. Y'all just got to worry about your state dropping off the side of the. Man, I was a little kid, man. They used to be trying to scare us all the time, man. He says, Zapata said, it's love, bro. That's what's up, man. Likewise, man. Ooh, hold on, man. I'm trying to crap. I lost my. Okay, I accidentally jumped out. I got to get back in here, man. But to Robinson, much love in the super chat once again, man. Always representing, and definitely we're gonna make that money work. For now, what's good? What's good with you, Justin Edie? I'm good. Rough House Box said, good morning, Fanon. Salute to the LDBC. Peace to the chat. Let's support the champs with pay-per-view buys. 1 million for Wilder. That's the move. Yes, sir. Inyoti you. Inyot you. Oh, God, that's more confusing. Inyoti. I try my best, man. Damaj, I gotta call you Yoti. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying my best. You got the Lamage part right. Cool. I'll just call you Lamage. That's what's up. Lamage. We'll call you Lamage. Denar Reed, what's good, man? I'm chilling. Southern California went hot, no mosquitoes. Got to be nice, man. So yeah, man, I'm down 100% with what you're talking about, man, because we need to support this fight. Good morning, Fannon. Salute to the LWC. Peace to the chat. Let's support the champ with pay-per-view buys. 1 million for Wilder. That's a move. Yeah, man, I'm buying it. I'm telling you. And I hate buying. I am fundamentally opposed to pay-per-view. I am big on not, hey, man, I ain't trying to spend money if I ain't got to spend money. I'm just being real. I already support the fighters by subscribing to Showtime, subscribing to HBO. I got ESPN Plus. I've got everything except for DAZN. And if it wasn't for Fast Eddie, I'd have DAZN too. But look, man, all this nonsense got to stop, dog. It's got to stop. Man, my man Anthony Johnson, man, much love in the super chat. He said, Hearn's like a baby that candy was taken away. Yeah, man, like, what are you doing? Your fight sucks. Let's do this. And Eddie Hearn is a scumbag. I'm going to show that. Look, man, I'm getting this fight even if it's $99.99. Absolutely, dude, I am buying it. And I'm talking it up and telling people to buy it, pay for the fight. Don't stream the fight, pay for the fight, man. But yeah, man, every action has an opposite and an equal and opposite reaction. Man, he was trashing Deontay Wilder. I wasn't even. Oh, wow. $85 for Canelo GGG, I heard. Wow. I'm a Canelo fan, but god dog, $85. Man. Crazy. Hearn crying that Deontay versus Fury got made. Yeah, man, the dude is saying, and he said, streaming this fight? Nah, I'm not streaming that fight, man. I am pay-per-viewing that shot, man. Oh, wow. Derek Williams says, salute Fannon. I'm excited about Serena and Venus playing each other tomorrow. That's what's up. Venus is going to win. I'd say Venus is going to win. Serena got to be 100% in shape, on point, and all that shit to be Venus, which she usually is, but probably not tomorrow. So Venus is like fucking comeback player of the man, she's playing well over the last 2 years. Salute Fannon, I'm excited. Yeah, okay, I got that. Yeah, absolutely. Eddie Germ is a cavity in the front teeth of boxing. Yeah, dude is terrible, man. Dude is absolutely terrible. He and Bob Arum with those corny ass moves. And we can't let people tear down a fighter that's done what they're supposed to have done, in this hybrid fan media circle. Because I finally come to my conclusion about this, man. It's like, am I media? No. Am I just being a fan? No. Because at this point in time, when it comes to Deontay Wilder, I will tell you, I have an agenda. My agenda with Deontay Wilder is that I want to share my channel to support that brother and give him just one extra voice, as loud as I can possibly say it, to stand up for this dude being treated right. And it's not often that I complain about a multimillionaire being mistreated. But if they're allowed to do this with Deontay Wilder, trash this dude, and then try to come to his own town. I'm like, hold on, dude, you trashing him in America. It ain't even like Deontay Wilder's trying to get over there to the UK. Like, if Deontay Wilder's trying to get over there to the UK, like, man, I'm trying to take over the UK heavyweight division. And he was going over there and saying, look, man, I'm the man in the UK. I'm the man. Then I'd be like, I could understand a backlash happening on Deontay Wilder. But this is Eddie Hearn trying to come over and use Anthony Joshua's credentials in the UK as a platform by which to take over American boxing. I'm like, man, what are you snorting over there, man? You're not getting away with that. No, you can't tear, man. Come on, man. We just making progress. Just making progress as far as the quality of fights that we're getting and black fighters being treated fairly after all that crap going on there with HBO. But so you're going to come over here now and try to tear down Deontay Wilder for a fucking poster boy? Excuse my language. Heck no. So yeah, man, I'm not happy with it, man. And I'm just got to tell you, I want to support this fight. I'm looking forward to this fight. Gregory White in the house says, smash that like button, family. Yes, sir. Smash it up. I got my one dislike. What's good with you? Yes, sir. I think I saw my man Corey Lee boxing. Usyk. Usyk for president. Yes, sir. President of the Ukraine. Maybe he'd be running against Vladimir. He'll run against Vitaly Klitschko, and they can have a battle of the steroids. I'm just messing with you, Corey Lee. Usyk is going to beat the brakes off of Tony Bellew. Said Corey Lee said drugs are not good for your brain, dog. Hey, man, subscribe to Corey Lee Boxing, man. Justin Eddie said, get your ass back across the pond, Eddie Sperm. Dude, you got to roll, man. Eddie, you got to go, man, because it's on you. It's on you, man. People are gathering together to deliver a message of dissatisfaction about you. And he totally ruined Anthony Joshua for so many people. God, dog, man. This could be a fight like where I would be excited to see it because I'm like, I used to like Anthony Joshua. Hurricane Henry of B More, my man. Much love in the super chat, man. What's good on Almighty 703? What's good, man? He said, I dislike the disliker who disliked this video. We got two of them, dog. Junior the Truth in the building. What's good, Junior the Truth? What's happening, man? Oh, man, McGregor Boxing Stars, top quality vid, made shout out my last video. Oh, yeah, for sure, subscribe to McGregor Boxing Talk, man. Is it God, I don't want to, yeah, I said McGregor Boxing Talk. McGregor Boxing Stars, absolutely, man, subscribe to that, man. That dude needs to get the support from the U.S. over there in Ireland and let it rain for him, man, because I appreciate those cats in the UK that ain't, firmly implanted up Eddie Hearn's behind. Brian Ola, Fannon, Hearn talked about PBC couldn't do a big card in Boston. He blocks out 70% of the seat in his own venues, then buys up the front rows, $200, by the way, so they're not empty. Crazy. Dude, man, what is he trying to declare war on the PBC for? Dude, you're going to lose that, man. You're not from here, man. You're not from here. And he has to do co-promotional deals. He actually has to cut in promoters that work with the PBC on a regular, whose big money fighters work with the PBC in order to get them to fight. Doing a co-promotional deal with Tevin Farmer. Dude, Tevin Farmer is whose primary promoter is Lou DiBella. Lou DiBella's biggest money fights come when the PBC comes to Brooklyn. So you're basically already dealing with the PBC. He's partnering with the PBC, talking about tearing it down. Dude, there ain't no time for that, man. Crazy. The build-up is going to be monumental. Yes, sir, Activision. I'm going to try my best. Hey, if it doesn't do well, it doesn't do well. It's never going to do well in anything short of 4 million pay-per-view buys. It's not going to do well to Eddie Hearn. I even had this guy come and say, hey, if it does 1 million pay-per-view buys, then Tyson Fury deserves credit for that. Like, hold on. Anthony Joshua gets full credit for those blown up pay-per-view numbers against Vladimir Klitschko, but it's all Anthony Joshua when it's Vladimir Klitschko. But it's Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury if in Deontay Wilder's case. It doesn't matter, dude. He gets the numbers, he gets the money. He's got to win first, though. That's for sure. Let Eddie bump his head. Eddie will crush Matchroom. In the U.S., dude, they're going to crush themselves, man, because they're dishonest. But if people want to deal with dishonest people who are dumb enough to straight up tell you that they will overpay you now, and when they get on top, then they'll fix their pricing. Then there's something wrong with you, dude. Straight up. Octavision, Eddie versus PED Vetkin, 750,000 pay-per-view last. Hey, man, that's still a good number, but they're not gonna. You'll never know what it is, man. You'll never know what those pay-per-view numbers are because they won't release them. Anybody that says that they know what those pay-per-view numbers are because they researched it on the internet or went to what they call BARB, whatever it is, British something or something or something. It's kind of like the Nielsen ratings for the UK or for Britain, Great Britain, whatever that is, however you phrase that, the UK. They're not telling the truth because Sky Sports doesn't let their pay-per-view numbers out. They let if they have a regular show that you don't pay for, you can get those numbers, you can get those ratings, but you can't get the big ones. And they're not going to let you know what it is because they don't want to look like they flopped. So they're just not going to tell you because they know that if it's like, hold on, only 300,000 people bought this, why would I? Maybe I'll just wait. I'm not going to buy it because nobody else bought it, I mean, they know the game. Everybody else know the game too. Oh, what's going on? Gregory White said, congrats to Junior the Truth over 1K this morning. Hey, man, these channels are getting over 1,000 subs quickly. You said, Fannon, you'll know the number. Manufactured. Absolutely. Oh, Activision said 75,000, not 100, not 750,000. Yeah. I mean, I look, hey, man, yeah, man, they're going to blow it up. No doubt about it, man. I never believe Eddie Hearn's number. Oh, St. Cruz said, I never believe Eddie Hearn's number. No, you always got to like either add to it or take it away, depending on what his interest is. Corey Brown said, what up, Fannon? This Eddie Hearn is a real piece of ish. He's about to find out the hard way, though. If you want Wilder versus Fury to fail, he'll be sadly mistaken when it makes big money. Yeah, because people will do a damn million-man march on you. No, I'm going to support this fight. I will be watching this fight. I'll do a video about the fight every day. Got 30 other channels doing videos about it every day. People put up boxing. They're going to know we're going to push the argument. And those people in the UK are going to buy the fight. We know you cats that all three of you that hit the dislike button over here will be paying for Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. You'll be paying. You coming out your money for that. Because everything in the UK is pay-per-view. It's a fucking special occasion when it's not pay-per-view over there. That's the other thing, man. And I keep saying it, people understand. When you get somebody come to your channel or responds to your comment and talks about how he's not even pay-per-view, they don't understand. Because everything is pay-per-view over there, man. Everything is pay-per-view. You got to pay for every damn fight. When you have to pay, when this is pay-per-view, you're in trouble. When a card that is headlined by two marginal heavyweights with no belt, one of them coming off of a loss, is pay-per-view, you're getting ripped off. There is no way in the world that in the United States that Luis Ortiz versus Joseph Parker, that Luis Ortiz versus Dillian White would be a pay-per-view fight. There ain't no way. No way. Pool, let me show this before this gets hidden. Let me see. Somebody deleted you, dude. I'm in the mood this morning to read the deleted messages. Wilder ain't happening. Wilder don't want any of AJ. You bums going to be crying when Dillian becomes mandatory for the WBC. You bitch Wilder fans going to have to see your boy get effed. Hey, man, first of all, dude, you're a moron. Dillian White ducked out of Luis Ortiz fight, man. Dillian White could have had the fight. He didn't want it because he didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz. Second of all, the WBC is not going to make Dillian White the mandatory because he already turned down a fight that they ordered against Luis Ortiz. So you can write that home, dude. You can just write that off. That's not happening. He's not going to be the WBC. He's not going to be the WBC thing. And if you think the dude ducked him, it just proves, dog, that you're one of them. But welcome to the channel, man. Dillian White I like Dillian White, but dude, Dillian White he ducked out of the fight. He didn't want the fight. If Dillian White wanted to fight, he would have taken the fight. No doubt about it. But here's the thing, too. Dillian White's biggest problem is another Eddie Hearn lie. Eddie Hearn obviously does not have the money that he acts like he has. If he did, he wouldn't keep losing purse bids. How do you have $1 billion? How do you have all this gigantic amount of money at your exposure and you can't win a purse bid? How do you lose a purse bid to somebody that ain't never put on but one boxing match ever? That's how he lost the Dillian White Kubrat Pulev. He lost to Dillian White, Kubrat Pulev. He just lost another one for, what was the other one he lost? I can't remember the name of the other one he lost, but I think he lost to Gerald Miller. He lost to Gerald Miller purse bid. This dude has lost 3 straight purse bids. Can he win a purse bid? But he's got all this money. How does that work, man? And Deontay, Anthony Joshua ain't getting more than 55. They ain't even talked about the split. Have you noticed how you've not heard about the percentage split between Deontay Wilder, between Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin? You noticed that? Nobody talks about the split. How much money did he get? We know what the split was with Joseph Parker, right? Don't we know? Oh, he lost to Maurice Hooker bid 1-12. We know, right? We know how much Joseph Parker got. We know how much he offered Deontay Wilder. How much was the split for Povetkin? They got that nonsense under sealed. I guarantee you they did. Hey, look, we need a non-disclosure agreement with stiff penalties if you tell these people that this is a 50-50 split of the money. Because it was 50-50, or we taking this to Russia because you can't beat me in a purse bid. And that's probably why it took so long for that fight to be officially made. Because they had no choice but to come up off that money. That's why Tyson Fury said that they were getting $10 million. That he passed up on $50 million guaranteed to make $10 million against Alexander Povetkin. I guarantee you, dude, that thing is no. I doubt very seriously that that's anything greater than a 55-45 split in favor of Anthony Joshua. 55-45. I bet you. And because we ain't heard not near a word about how much Povetkin's getting paid. And it would have went to purse bid. And in the case of a purse bid, who's going to win that purse bid. It's going to be Rubinsky. So look, man, your boy's just full of it, dude. He's got to co-promote he can't sign Gervonta Davis. He can't. The best fighter he has on that thing that is exclusively that he signed for DAZN is Demetrius Andrade. It's Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade is the best fighter that's on DAZN, exclusively on DAZN. Anthony Joshua is not on DAZN. Anthony Joshua's US TV rights is on DAZN. And all they did is screw Anthony Joshua out of some money by doing it. Because it's not on Showtime. And DAZN, it's crazy, man. Gregor Wyatt said DAZN is dead on arrival in the US boxing market. Dude, it is just, come on, ain't nobody want that, man, because we don't watch snooker. What's the other stuff? We can't, DAZN, it's not like we can get the NFL package on it. Eric Jenkins says, yo, Fannon, it might be 52-48. It's something like that. Oh, one-way Rizio. Oh, yeah, Povetkin ain't getting paid. He's taking this fight as a favor to Joshua. Hell no. That dude getting paid for that, dude. Laugh my ass off. DAZN dead on arrival. Dude, it is the Z. That shit is, man, come on, man. Is it available yet? Can you get DAZN yet? They've been talking a long time. Dark Truth said at Mr. Boxing all day, he does have a Sith Lord. Oh, he does have a Sith Lord. Look at him. Unc B. Brown, good morning, Fannon and Don International. What's good, man? How you feeling? Yeah, man, the shit. Has the shit come on yet? I don't wait. See, it's a shame because I don't have anything against that platform. I really don't. If they're trying to invest money in boxing and get boxers paid, that's a good thing. It really is. It's just, they chose the wrong spot. For me, they chose the wrong sportsman. The wrong sportsman. Spokesman. Oh, Merv, what's going, man? I got to show this. Merv the Cut Man said, DAZN doesn't even carry the country's biggest sport, effing whole dumbasses. Dude, ain't nobody you ain't got golf. If you don't have golf, you ain't got any. You might have some tennis. But even tennis is like, that shit's like the Tennis Channel and ESPN. ESPN has a lot of that stuff. And if ESPN tries to outspend you, dude, you're just not going to make it into the market, dude. Because they're really competing. They're not competing against Netflix. They're competing against ESPN. Gravy Davy said, look it up on app purchases. It's still looked it up. It's still not for sale. Yeah, man. They got dog, man. What are they waiting for? What's good, B Mac? How you feeling, man? Joe B, what's good? David Wilson said, what about a $3 million? What about the 3-year $100 million deal AJ has for now? What about it? Let me tell you what my thoughts on this are. That is a stupid deal to take instead of taking Deontay Wilder's deal. It's fucking stupid. Because the 2 fights, which can happen in 1 year, was a guaranteed $50 million for the first, a guaranteed $30 million for the second. That's 50 plus 30 is 80. So in 1 year, you get 80 million in 1 year. That leaves you 2 more years to get 20 million. 2 more years. That's crazy. If somebody offered you this, I will pay you $100,000 over 3 years, and somebody says I'll pay you 80,000 in 1. Which would you take? Oh, dude, I would take the $80,000 this year, get done with it, and look for a way to earn $20,000 over the next 2. It's stupid. I mean, on its face, it's stupid. I can't tell you what the deal looks like when I haven't seen it on a piece of paper, but just the basic numbers of it don't make sense. First of all, you got to make it 3 years. You got to make it 3 years. You ain't nothing guaranteed in the heavyweight division. Nothing guaranteed. And on top of it, ain't nothing guaranteed in life. You could be riding down a bicycle down the street, hit a rock, break your wrist, tear your ACL. Shit, you could come up with some type of testicular cancer or something between now and then, and you can't fight. So you don't get the money. When you could have taken 80% of that for 2 fights and half of it for 1, and that was a minimum. A minimum. He might have made 100. He might have made in 1 year. He could wind up making 120 million, but he decided to make 100 over 3 when 3 years ain't promised. Unless you got like an Allen Iverson Nike award where he's just going to give it to you for the year for all that time. Hell no. That's from like I said, and I got to put a caveat on that. Just from the numbers that I see. I can't speak about the actual deal because I haven't seen it. Mr. Boxing All Day said, in the words of the prophet Fred G. Sanford, AJ, you big dummy. That's ridiculous, dude. UK all the way, fake contract, 100% fake Warren, and Finkel hating on Eddie's position in his name playing games. Dude, UK all the way, you're a fucking moron. These dudes Frank Warren has been around before Anthony Joshua was born. Shelly Finkel has probably been in boxing before Anthony Joshua was born. And they'll be in boxing long after he's gone. The Anthony Joshua is not the biggest fighter that Shelly Finkel has ever managed. He managed Mike Tyson. Dude, everything's not about Anthony Joshua, man. It's about boxing, and the sport of boxing's been around for hundreds of years, and it's going to be around for hundreds more years. And Anthony Joshua can be Frank fucking Bruno and be gone, dog. Same thing for Deontay Wilder. Same thing for everybody. The boxers come and go. That's why promoters have so much control. It's because they're here before the boxer, they're here after the boxer. Just come on, man. Ain't nobody Anthony Joshua is riding off the name of boxing. Not the other way around. Boxing is not riding off of Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is known because of boxing. Deontay Wilder is known because he's a boxer, not because Anthony Joshua was born. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua is not the dude is not he's not the Christos. Just come on, man. He'll be oh, Eric just Fannon, how does a sensible person allow another person to take money out of your pocket, soul to soul? I mean, look, man, I don't know what his ability is. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you this. Eddie Hearn is a lying bat. He's lying. He's a liar because I've caught him in multiple. And I guarantee you next week, if I pay enough attention, I'll catch him in another. You got Anthony Joshua, people will say Wilder fanboys. Man, I was a boxing fan. How old is Deontay Wilder? 32? Yeah, I was a boxing fan before Deontay Wilder was born. I'll be a boxing fan provided I'm still alive after he's gone. I'm well out of the fanboy range. If Deontay Wilder loses his fight to Tyson Fury, congratulations, Tyson Fury. I hope there's a rematch. I hope Deontay Wilder got a lot of money. And if I ever see him in a boxing expo, I'm going to ask for his autograph and keep it moving. Same way I was a big fan of Jermaine Taylor. Now I'm hoping that Jermaine Taylor is all right, punching chicks in the face. And if that's what happened, more than likely it is because of what he's going on. But anyway, man, Eddie speaks in his native tongue, Fugazi. You ain't lying about that. Look, man, ain't nobody fanboys over here, man. If the only cat that's a fanboy is somebody that thinks that boxing, the only reason people ever get views is if they mention Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is a relevant fighter in boxing right now, and there's a lot of conversation around the heavyweight division. It's the heavyweight division. It's the heavyweight division. People talk about the heavyweight division. If you pay enough money in media dollars, if you pay out a bunch of money, put Netflix specials out and underwear ads out, and people's name gets out, and you start calling people the most important fighter and all of that, people start looking at him. He attracted attention to him, and he's a good fighter. But the problem is, Anthony Joshua has a promoter named Eddie Hearn at this point who's completely stifled and killed the dude's reputation. He's now wearing the black hat. Not even the black hat. He's wearing a pink hat because he ain't looking like a coward. I mean, just, hey, man, and I didn't do it, dude. He did it. I don't make Eddie Hearn lie. I don't make Eddie Hearn say the things Eddie Hearn says. Chin checkers, I believe Hearn has in these fighters' contract that they can't speak out. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, man, especially if these cats are especially if they're hiring, if their manager works for Eddie Hearn. If their manager and I looked at AJ Boxing, I went to the website. Man, come on, man. Anthony Joshua ain't putting that shit together. He didn't choose those people that are all around him. He got one dude who's like the assistant. He got one black dude one or two black dudes in the whole thing, and they're like assistant to the physical trainer. Everybody else looks like a bunch of yuppies that went to a bunch of Oxford yuppies, are his whole management crew. And you telling me that what did he go? Did he hold interviews for them or something? No, Eddie Hearn put those people around him. He trusts Eddie Hearn. I'm staying with Eddie Hearn because this shit's complicated. But you got guys like Al Heyman who take advantage of that. And let me tell you, I mean that. Al Heyman, from what I can see, takes advantage of crooked self-serving promoters and managers because he has a little niche in niche. His niche is called the truth. His niche is called, hey, man, I'll do what these other guys aren't doing. I'll tell you the truth. I'll figure out how to make it more profitable for you than it is for me. And if I get a bunch of people behind me, I'll make a whole lot of money because I can do it for a bunch of people instead of trying to suck the blood out of just one guy. I'm telling you, man, I've been hearing about these boxing contracts since these offers that get made to fighters since I've been doing this channel. I'll talk to people email me and they'll tell me about a deal that somebody offered them. And I'm listening to it like, are you fucking kidding me? They offered you this? This is what they want you to do? Hell no. Hell no. I'm not going to hey, you can do what you want to do, but I'll tell you this. Think about this, think about this, think about this, think about this. Okay? And give them just straight opinion. But when you have a manager when you get a manager that gets most of his business from the promoter, the manager works for the promoter. There's some basic things that are just fundamental in the world, man. But anyway, it is what it is, man. Oh man, my man, much love, promise. You unlimited, promised unlimited. Hard boxing's hard. Laugh my ass off. Heck yeah, dog. Boxing's hard sport, dude. Fannon, that's why boxers don't leave Al Heyman. He's the one that cut and the one that cuts ties always regret it. Man, dude, if somebody's gonna tell you, if somebody's really working in your best interest and they know what they're talking about, you should try to keep listening to the dude. Make your own decisions, but listen to the guy. And listen to him. Make your own decisions, but listen to him, understand, then make your own decision. And you should be able to tell when somebody, after doing something a few times, whether they're really looking out for themselves or they're looking out for you. You know, but in business, God, who said this? I think it was a guy that, like, there's a tire company called Goodrich. I think it's a Goodyear Tire. And the guy that was a founder of Goodyear Tire has in all the tire shops. I saw because I got some new tires. He said, look, a good reputation is the fundamental principle in business. A good reputation. And if you guard your reputation and doing that is having people constantly saying good things about you, you're gonna have a better chance of making it over the long haul. But if you got a bunch of people spreading shit on your name, basically, dude, it's going to be harder for you. And that's what people are doing to Eddie Hearn. People are doing to Eddie Hearn what Eddie Hearn was doing to Deontay Wilder. And the way I feel it is, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Marlon Sims said, check out my website for now, marlonsims.com. Will do. Check out marlonsims.com too, by the way, another professional boxer on his grind trying to make things happen. Brian Ola, Fannon, Earl Spence just tweeted, in such a dirty game, it's a godsend to have someone like Al Heyman. Yeah, absolutely. And if you got somebody that's saying that to you, somebody in that position that's willing to say that to you, dude, you know, that is, you don't have to talk for yourself and talk about how you're the greatest promoter in the world or you're the greatest manager in the world, man. 78 Source Steve broke AJ so deep yesterday on the show, all I can say is prices. That's what's up. I got to check it out. I've been working on this. Man, I've been working. St. Cruz said, good business must be a win-win or you can't repeat it. No, it's not. And people feel really resentful. When it's not a win-win, people feel really resentful about what's going on, man. And that's why you still got guys like Tyson, like Don King getting water thrown on him by Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Don King made great shows for the fans, though. But, you know, he took advantage of boxers. Trouble Man Israel said, AJ is about to fall to Povetkin. Wilder will be fury because they want to see Wilder versus Povetkin. It's all about money and power, like they control all other aspects of internet and TV programming. Hey, we'll see. If that happens, man, I will definitely duly note that. Chin Check said, Marlon Sims, when you come into the Barclays Center. Yeah, man, check out my man Marlon Sims for sure. Let me go back up here a little bit into the comment section. King Busy. What's wrong with King Busy? That biz tried hard to get off. AJ got a flip on to save his rep. That's funny. He does. Though I agree with that. LaDon, Fannon, when I listen to you guys, this Eddie and AJ reminds me of mini con movies. Could AJ boxing life be scripted? Scripted, real question. Oh, it is scripted at this point. Anthony Joshua's professional career is scripted. Without a doubt. It's as scripted as it can be. Absolutely. That's why I call him a media creation. What he says is scripted. The pictures that you see of him, his whole persona is scripted. Right? He takes these boxing matches, and that's why they don't want him to fight Deontay Wilder. They want somebody else to beat. They want somebody to beat Deontay Wilder. because Deontay Wilder's not written into the script unless it is at the end where he loses and then he gets the comeback fight. But yeah, I absolutely believe it's scripted. I mean, everybody's come on, man. They push this dude so hard. Man, my sister was like, hey, I was on Netflix, and there's a documentary on the life of Anthony Joshua on Netflix. I'm like, who would produce some crap? Anthony Joshua won the belt 2 years ago. What does he have a lifetime? What they handing out lifetime achievement awards for? Same thing as like when people get like, what's his name? Todd DeBuff just got put into the Nevada State Athletic Hall of Fame, right? Not coincidentally, right before Bob Aaron's about to retire. Now it's going to be the same thing. Todd DeBuff, Hall of Fame boxing promoter. All because they took the Nation of Islam because his stepdad took the Nation of Islam's took their promotional company. I would love to know how he got his hands on Top Rank though. That would be a wild story, I'm sure. Ricky Samuel said, "Fannon Don, keep that fire coming, yes sir." He ain't did ish to get a documentary. Yeah, like a documentary. What is it? The rise of Anthony Joshua? Like, what's this big thing? He sold some. He got a misdemeanor for selling. He got a misdemeanor. He got a misdemeanor for selling. A gram of greens crap one time. Decided to be a Olympic boxer to save him from what? From public service. Get up out of here, man. If AJ loses to Povetkin, do you think the UK will turn on him? But nah, there'll be a rematch. But I think they're already turning on him, man. Chin Checker said, I hope that. Well, man, they just keep Eddie Hearn over there. God dog. That's the only thing I'm mad about with Frank Warren. How you let this bastard outdo you over there in the UK? Oh, I know. He signed Anthony Joshua. And he ticket scalped. Clue is hitting. Much love in the super chat, my man. Much appreciation. Mr. Boxing All Day said Anthony Joshua boxing career is like the movie Wag the Dog with De Niro. Totally fabricated. Yeah. Mr. Boxing All Day, like that movie. Yes, sir. Like that movie right there. I've heard somebody tell me it was like that Primo Carnera movie. The movie about Primo Carnera. The Harder They Fall, I think that might be what it's called. Octavision. I hope the Russians don't get him a rematch and he get frozen out. I mean, I don't even care about that fight, man, but we'll see. Matchroom Brothel. That's crazy. Brian Oil, I could easily see Joshua end up looking like Rousey. Yeah. Good point, Will. Yeah, man, here's the thing, man. All the heavyweights lose, man. What's going on, World Breaker Fight? How you feeling? Every heavyweight loses. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter, everybody does. And even like Lennox Lewis lost in crazy fashion. Like in fights he should have won, he got put to sleep. The funny that's like Lennox Lewis got knocked out by guys that shouldn't have had any chance to beat him. But boop, there he is asleep. You know what I mean? Oh, Haplotype. What's going on, Haplotype? He said Harder They Fall isn't exactly Primo Carnera. It's loosely based on. Yeah, fair enough. The Matchroom Brothel. Yeah, Rousey. But yeah, the heavyweights, are they all going to get knocked out, man? That's not even a question. With heavyweights, it's not a question of if, it's a question when. When are you going to lose? What's good, Marlo's Corner? He got him back in the rematch, though. Yeah, he did. I'm just saying that that's how it goes down, though. Ain't nobody invincible in the heavyweight division. And nobody invincible. Every great heavyweight loses. Because you fighting guys that can knock you out, that are big enough to rearrange your senses. I mean, that's not the case in lightweight. I mean, you can outbox a guy in lightweight and get hit a few times. You're not guaranteed if somebody touch that you can just run up to any old dude, anybody in the top 10 that lands the right shot on your chin can knock you out. In heavyweight division, I think it's safe to say, except for in the case of like a Chris Bird, right? That any one of these guys that land there, if Gerald Washington lands a clean shot on your chin, you can be waking up, at the count of 9. That's just how it is, man. So, it's like to say just so to discount Deontay Wilder knocking out 40 dudes or not winning 40 fights and defending his title 8 times. That's why to me it's so ludicrous, man. It's ludicrous, like Tyson says. And Tyson, that dude got to get rid of that hate for that dislike for Deontay Wilder, man. It's just so obvious. Thomas Moreland said, I'm watching you speak the truth. I appreciate you speaking the truth as I see it. St. Cruz and Deontay Wilder versus Fury is the biggest fight in boxing. The smack talk alone brings the casuals. Yes, especially if they do this thing. Especially if they do this thing. Especially if they do that thing right with ESPN, promoting it on ESPN, promoting it on that one of the shows like The Breakfast Club, go through all of that stuff and really, really, really push it. Absolutely, man. They can make that happen. Shoot, I wish they'd buy some airtime for the commercials during like a football game or during basketball games. But they'd have to spend a lot of money to do that. But if they spend enough money to promote the fight with those personalities, yeah, it could be, man. Octavision says, fight of the century thus far. Nah, I don't know. Fight of the century so far still has to go to Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. As far as the size of it and the anticipation of it. And yes, it did happen a little too late, but, still. But it's the biggest heavyweight fight. It's the biggest heavyweight fight since Lennox Tyson. Roderick Brodnack said this pay-per-view is going to do numbers. Yes, sir. They're going to have fight. We got to get the fight parties going. The King Fannon, Wilder and AJ are both Libras. I don't know astrology very well. I'm not sure what that means. Deontay Wilder's brother is on the undercard of Porter Garcia. Yeah. I heard that, man. I'm excited to see. I'm looking forward to that fight, man. I think Garcia is going to win, but I wouldn't mind if Porter wins because that would be a very interesting match between him and that'd be a real interesting fight between him and Errol Spence Jr. And we're gonna really have a lot of fireworks going on in the talk between those two fights. Those two fighters. If he wins, I still got Danny Garcia. I think Danny Garcia is the better all-around fighter, man. And I think it's 48-52, 49-51, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Sean Porter won. Wouldn't be surprised if Danny Garcia won. Wills, man, much love in the super chat. Said, love the work, Fannon, and happy to show the love. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very, very much, man. We make it work, Will. Thank you. James Getty, anyone you see being on the Fury Deontay Wilder undercard that could help boost the pay-per-view? Man, if it's a PBC card, they got a whole bunch of cats that could be on that. You could put a Gervonta Davis. You could put a Gervonta Davis on the undercard of that fight. That would help it. If it ain't going to be Gervonta Davis, Tevin Farmer, but if you could get like a Gervonta Davis versus Miguel Berchelt, Gervonta Davis, Miguel Berchelt would be good. You could also get maybe somebody who's more really well known, who might be a little over the hill, who does good numbers, like Keith Thurman versus somebody being on that would help it. Would help it as well, like a Keith Thurman versus Omar Figueroa, or Keith Thurman versus Luis Collazo rematch. I think that's a rematch, isn't it? Didn't he beat Luis Collazo already? Something like that, man. That would be good. Mr. Albright, fine. Do you think Wilder and Fury can make $100 million in pay-per-view? $100 million in pay-per-view? $100 million, not in pay-per-view, no. You'd have to do $100 million total, because $100 million in pay-per-view would have to be $1 million at $100. $1,100,000. I don't think it's going to be that experience. So it would have to be like maybe 1.3 million at $70. Is that right? Something like that. It's possible. It's definitely possible. But I think that pay-per-view is going to be closer to $60. I think it's going to be more of an affordable pay-per-view. And I think that the numbers, man, it might do I think it's going to do around 500,000, 600,000. I'd be really happy with 600,000. If it does 1 million, write everything home. Okay? Because that's well over. If it does 1 million pay-per-view at $70, that makes that, God, man, that makes it 70 million off pay-per-view from the United States. It'll probably do, if it does 500 at 20, at $20, actually that'd be more than that because it's like 19 pounds. So just say, 25 US at 1 million would be 25 million. So half is like 14 million. So just add another 12 million on top of that for the UK pay-per-view, which would bring that to 82. Plus you're going to get a $20 million gate. That would move it to 102 million, somewhere around there, if it could be there. Oh, Antonio Mendoza said that's right. Probably $59.99, something like that. It's going to be a little more. I think it's going to be more affordable than Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin. But anyway, it goes. I just think it needs to do 500,000 pay-per-view against Fury. Because if you show that he can do 500,000 pay-per-view against Fury, hey, dude, Anthony Joshua fight, if it is going to happen, has to happen in the U.S. Because that means it will. Anthony Joshua for this probably would do 1 million pay-per-view. It probably would do 1 million pay-per-view in the United States. And if it does 1 million pay-per-view in the United States, it's going to still do 1 million pay-per-view over there in the UK, which makes the fight gigantic. St. Cruz said 450 to 650 works. Above that is a windfall. Absolutely. And they're going to make money on it. They'll make money on the fight at anything over 100, definitely anything over 100. They won't be in the red. What's going on, JMJ 2121? I ain't seen it in a minute, man. Said for now, why is Eddie Hearn putting the zone on Conor McGregor's return to the UFC? Hold on, it's putting on. What do you mean? Is it he's putting the zone on Conor McGregor's return on the UFC? You're talking about at the same time? If he's kind of programming that in the United States, he can write it home. That shit ain't going to do well. Hearn will be sick if he can't make that money. Yeah, man. No, I don't think he cares, man. I think he's a control freak. I don't think he's a control freak, man. I don't think dude cares, man. But it is what it is. You know how it rolls. Jay Fuller, what's good, man? They should make it a $100 and stack the car with Spence and the Charlos. Man, oh yeah, Charlo will probably see one of the Charlos being on an undercard. But I don't know if they can. I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I mean, the more people on it, you got to pay these cats, But hey, I would love to see it. I hope they just have just a run of it, man. I hope they put Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. on that damn card. That's who they need to do. They need to sign. I think Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is already signed to the zone or something. But if they put him, they need to have Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Fight Antonio Margarito on the fight on the third to last fight card, dog. Try to get some cheap. And then say they fight in Mexican style. Try to do a Gennady Golovkin on them and try to sucker somebody into a terrible fight to pay him for a terrible fight. I'm trying to tell you, man, cats be pulling that shit. They pull that, man. Because that's what Oscar De La Hoya did with that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight. That's crap, man. That's a crap fight. It was a crap card. Man, that was the worst pay-per-view card I've ever seen. Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It was crap, loaded with mismatches from start to finish, man. From Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Canelo, to whoever that was David Lemieux beat, to Emmanuel Taylor versus Lucas Matisse. It was crazy, dude. I'm trying to tell you, dog. They need to do that sucker move, man, and try to hit people up like that. Like have a bunch of familiar names everybody knows and just wants to see. You know, oh, I can't. Because, hey, who have a return? Maybe they should have like a Legends night before that. Have the return of Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. versus Pernell Whitaker. Give them both $300,000 and see if they want to have an exhibition match and bill it on the undercard, dog. What's good, Reef? He said out on the job listening. What's going on, Reef? The Watcher. Subscribe to Reef the Watcher. Reef the Watch. Excuse me, Reef the Watcher. Atomic Machine saying Chavez Jr. versus Gabriel Rosado. No doubt about it, man. Oh, Herd Charlo? Yeah, that would be nice. That's a real fight. Wilder, Fury, Charlo, Herd. Yeah, that's a real fight. Kurt, obviously, here don't know the American market. Andre fight in Boston. Why? Man, I don't know why they go to Boston with that. They don't, you know, he'll buy the tickets himself, man. Curtis Sanders said, Fannon, October 6th is Oklahoma versus Texas. McGregor versus Khabib. Virginia Tech, Notre Dame. Oh, dude, first of all, hell no. That is a stacked date. That date is stacked. And McGregor Khabib, I'm paying for McGregor Khabib, by the way. I'm paying for that. Hey, man, I can't wait to see that. And I'm not even a UFC fan, and I'm watching McGregor Khabib. Oklahoma, Texas, you know it's going to be. I'm in Texas, so you know they're going to be going crazy here. Virginia Tech, Notre Dame, man, no. Yeah, that's a bad programming there, dog. Heard thinks the U.S. fight fans rather watch Vargas than McGregor. And they're bugging, man. I mean, it might be the only date. Hey, they got to try to figure it out. There'll be a lot of mistakes, dude. There'll be a lot of mistakes that they make. Talking a lot of crap is the first one that they did. Gary, oh yeah, that would be a good one. God's Boxing Corner. Yeah, Gary Russell Jr. versus Leo Santa Cruz on Fury Wilder undercard. Yeah, that would be good. Definitely, that would be good, man. That would be real good. Abdullah Brooklyn said, Fannon, thanks for keeping it professional and fun. Big up. I'm out. Thanks. Hey, man, thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you, man. We about to wrap it up in about 5 minutes. I'm going to let some of these other cats get on, man. What's good? Tony Benalis has said, many bum fights, very few top fighters fighting each other. Yes, the bad part of boxing right now. Anthony Willis, is Wilder versus Fury on Fannon, or is Fury really balking like some are suggesting? It's going to be on Anthony Willis. And that the person that some is, what's going on, Tito Carlisle, is Eddie Hearn. And those cats who ain't got nothing to do with the negotiation and didn't want the Wilder fight, throwing doubt that the cat is going to make the fight. And they'll be throwing doubt on it all the way up until they walk in the ring. I've never seen a fight. I've never heard of a circumstance where two guys meet face to face in the ring. Tyson Fury promises to a crowd of 30,000 people in Ireland that he's going to bring the belt back to Ireland. You have Deontay Wilder saying all over the place that he's going to fight. Why would Deontay Wilder said he was going to fight Luis Ortiz? If Deontay Wilder is willing to fight Luis Ortiz, why wouldn't he be willing to fight Tyson Fury? And he was willing to fight him twice. He popped dirty one time, and then he's like, all right, don't pop dirty twice. I'll give you another chance. I want the fight. Why would anybody doubt that Deontay Wilder would take that fight? And why would he's all of that has to be hinging on him doubting that. Oh, Willis said Tyson Fury signed 2 days ago. It's on. And that's still not going to stop those cats from saying it's not going to happen. It's ridiculous, dude. Tito Carlisle said Ortiz is better than Fury. I think he is. But I got a lot of hey man, I'm still gonna tell you I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight for dude. I just don't, man. I think that's gonna be a real tough fight. Look, man, I'm gonna ask y'all though. We got 127 people in the building. Can we get the likes up a little bit? And there's some people in there here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can know when we do these. I'm gonna be doing them a lot more on a regular schedule, right? After Trill Boxing Talk in the morning. Monday through Fridays, some Saturdays. Most Saturdays, actually. It's just every once in a while I get something that comes on that keeps me from going on Saturday, but I'm gonna keep trying to do it. So just let me know. I mean, hit the subscribe button and the like button and the bell icon, man, so that you can be notified when we do it, man. I would really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, because this is a great conversation. I love this, man. It's a great way to start my day. St. Cruz said Ortiz deserves big money match, still avoided. Absolutely, man. Narco Champion TV said, I got you, Fannon. That's what's up. Appreciate you. So look, man, much love to everybody in the super chat. Thank you to everybody that leaves left comments, that watch the videos, that got the ads in it. I know it's kind of be irritating sometimes, but that's how we generate the revenue for the channel. So I appreciate your patience. And I got to roll. Ancestral Rage, my man, what's good? Peace out to you as well. And I think I also saw my man, what's my dude that just walked in that I just saw the first comment for? Thomas Etridge was good. Tito Carlisle, I saw. Top Cats, legendary Top Cats, man. My dude, what's good? And look, man, with that, I'm out. Peace.